Hey, how are you? I just thought that I would come on here and try my best to talk to the people that I'm trying to get through to, or at least talk about myself and introduce myself, or like where I'm at right now and what's going on with me. I am from the Birmingham area. I am born in this country. I'm from Jamaican descent. I I've only been on TikTok for maybe like a year and some change maybe. And I never really considered myself a content creator or anybody that would take TikTok seriously in regards to um a business. I just saw it as, like a open love letter to myself and a way for me to document myself in a way that made me feel more confident. And confidence is probably one of my biggest issues that I've had to deal with, overcoming um, certain types of body dysmorphia about myself, um, overcoming some eating disorders, bulimia, some issues with domestic violence through a relationship that I was in that kind of traumatized my whole life and kind of changed me in a way that I never thought would be possible. And it just made me not the best version of myself, or a version of myself that I wasn't familiar with. In my mind, I'm quite confident and extrovert, when in reality, I'm quite avoidant and introvert, which I've kind of realized. But that's only happened through certain traumas and experiences that I've been through that I've had to deal with by myself. And by trying to deal with everything myself instead of opening up and trying to share my problem, I probably have come across more problematic and um, slightly bitchy, a little bit. But when you go through things, hurt people, and what I'm going through, I've only been able to comprehend and try to understand, and I'm still trying to heal from. And it has been very difficult for me to try to heal in private, and also finding myself in a position where I'm healing in public, which isn't really fair because nobody should be scrutinized in how they heal or how they feel about um, any unforeseen circumstance that you might have had to deal with in your life. Um, to be truthful, regardless of how I may appear or come across online, what I've been experiencing is an extreme amount of narcissism, bullying, and plagiarism, and just a general mockery to my whole existence, to be honest. And there are some people that have taken part in it that are on this platform on a regular basis. Some people who are so-called fortune tellers that are obviously getting paid to post whatever it is that they post. Some so-called music artists that are actually taking my work from my page and using it for God knows what. And the list goes on. But I mean, I guess what that really means is that um, my work must be credible for use in some way, and being copied can be very hard on your ego, and especially if you feel overlooked and unrecognized. But in order to be an idol or a leader or anybody that shares their work comfortably, you have to be prepared to be copied and imitated in some way, because it is a form of flattery. Trying to undertake someone's whole identity and their whole mannerisms, that's something completely different. But at the end of the day, if you put yourself in a space for that, then be prepared for that. The only difference is that if you are witnessing other people benefit from your work, and you are continuously struggling and facing personal circumstance in your own life that you're finding difficult to overcome because you can't seem to break the barrier that you need to meet the audience that you want to, or to be able to share yourself comfortably in a way that allows your audience to receive you well or to connect with you, and trying to ignore that and deal with that in a way that is non-harmful and mindful in the way that I come across online has been very difficult. I had a massive social media break over the summer, hardly posting. Regardless of whether I was doom scrolling or not, I refused to post. And it wasn't so much the fact that I didn't feel like posting. What I was seeing online was really concerning me, making me feel like, maybe do I really want to be doing this? Like, is this a space for me? Like, am I supposed to be here, or am I trying to take up room where I'm not wanted nor needed, but yet my work is being stolen and plagiarized and used in other platforms and things. Does it make me upset? Yeah, it hurts, because I put my healing into my work. It's not just work that I've written or composed or put together for the sakes of views and likes, but for a process of my healing and an expression of myself that I feel comfortable with, the way I don't feel that I'm less worried about being judged by my work and my mental ethic rather than my looks or the things that I say or the way I come across, because my image and how I look is also a part of my healing process. It is not the easiest thing for me to be able to talk about the things that I'm going through, but I'm making the effort to try to speak and to improve my delivery and to concentrate on what it is that's important to me rather than what's being done to me, around me, but understand what's happening with me, and to be a continuous force to actually commit to actually being better, because you're only as good as your last work. And I refuse to stop creating just because a few people decided to gang up on me and try to make me feel like I shouldn't be alive, or that I'm not worthy, or that I am not better than, or that I'm not capable of competing. And the thing about it is, I'm not in a competitive space. Like, I don't believe that there's only one flower in a garden. Like, if I want to flourish around other people that are happy with the success that they have, and not feel as though that they need to compare themselves to others in order to shine, because you are uniquely made in your own way, and there really shouldn't be an aggressive, passive aggressive, competitive state that I see happening online that just makes everything toxic. And I just feel like, I don't want to be a part of that, so that's why I don't take part. And the more that I don't say anything about what it is that I'm going through, I may be guilty of doing the same things too, because everybody has their own breaking point. But I would much rather put my best foot forward and actually overcome those things, and actually just stand up and be counted, and just be consistent in the way that I'm actually able to connect with my audience. And it was really difficult to try and speak for 10 minutes. It really was. Like, I am like breaking a sweat almost, but I did it because I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to overcome any type of mental obstacle that I might have that's actually stopping me from actually chasing the goals that I have full throttle. And, if this is something that resonates with you, or you can relate, then, feel free to leave a comment or share this with somebody that you think it will help. And, I'll catch you next time.